What is good, y'all? It's your boy Ty, back here with another video. In this video today, we're going to be going over the top 10 power forwards in NBA 2K21. Now, this is both next gen and current gen, so I'm gonna give my opinions for the players. Say, you know, whether they might be higher or lower depending on current gen, next gen. So you guys should be informed whether you guys do play current gen, next gen, and I will talk through each and every one of the players, whether it's current gen or next gen. But obviously, these are my own opinions as well, and so a lot of these guys I've only played with on current gen or next gen, so I don't know exactly how they are on both gens. But I'm gonna give my best takeaway for each and every one of these players. Starting the list off at number 10 is Antoine Walker, and honestly a guy that I was debating whether or not to put on this list, but then I thought back and I was like, honestly, like he's good. I love Tubby Walker and what he gives you. 6'8", 6'11 wingspan, a perfect power forward. Does have hot spots from the right corner, right hash, as well as that left hash. Now I have played with him on current gen. I don't think I've used him quite enough on next gen to form a perceived opinion, but he does have that Paul Pierce type base. As you guys can see, set shot 14. It doesn't look like Paul Pierce has the release, but that's the one it feels like. Derek Coleman, it feels like that Paul Pierce type of a base. And stat wise, does come with an 88 3 ball. Absolutely knocked on it. If I green a lot of shots with anybody consistently, it's Tubby Walker. I played like, what was it, 7 minutes of unlimited and one triple threat online game. I think I shot like 10 threes and I only didn't green one. So literally like 90% of my shots with him were green. Comes with an 80 driving dunk, 82 speed ball, 86 ball handle, 84 speed, as well as a 79 lateral quickness. So you might say defensively, yeah, he's not great, but if you did want to badge him out, if you wanted to give him clamps, if you did want to give him quick first step, if you wanted to apply intimidator, you wanted to apply some great badges to him, he could really become super solid. Even his base card, you look at it, he has 34 base badges, which is just absolutely ridiculous. 85 driving dunk tendency, decent enough defensive tendencies as well. 6 wise, set shot 14. Like I said, I've already told you guys I'm high on it, especially on current gen. Next gen, not 100% sure what it looks like, but I'm guessing it's just fine on next gen. And even if it's not the best release, his stats, badges can make him that good. It can make him a good player no matter what. Doesn't have great dribble sticks, but again, he's a power forward. He's going to be a pick and pop primary player. That's really what he's going to give you. In my opinion, Antoine Walker definitely deserves a spot on this list. Coming in at number 9, one step higher than Antoine Walker to me, is Juwan Howard. 6'9", 7'1 wingspan. Now, the one thing about Juwan that I hate is his release. If he had a good release, let me tell you, I would be super high on this card. Hotspots from that right corner. And honestly, at the power forward position, if you don't run him as your primary screen setter, he's going to take about half of his threes from that right corner. You look at the stats, 79 3 ball, which isn't super high, but if you give him green machine, hot zone hunter, and corner specialist, it's just fine. He can get range extender now. If you want to really apply it to him, you definitely can. 90 driving dunk, 86 speed ball, 84 ball handle, as well as that 84 lateral quickness. But just look at the defense on him. Comes with an incredible array of defensive badges. Now, the one thing I do want to see on this Juwan Howard is his Showtime dunks, because a lot of people have Showtime and just don't have the Showtime dunks. So it's like a Connie Hawkins, for example. It just kills the card. 95 driving dunk tendency, as well as not great defensive tendencies. Pretty bad defensive tendencies, to be completely honest with you. The LaMarcus Aldridge type release, which was super good last year, but this year it definitely took a hit with all pro dribble sticks. And honestly, I've used Juwan Howard, and I'll say this: he at the power forward position, he's a guy you're not going to really notice on the court. As long as you can green consistency with the card, he is going to be very solid for you. The problem is, for me, I just haven't been that consistent so far with Juwan. Coming in at number 8 on my list is a guy that I'm super high on, mostly because of how he plays on the defensive end, in Pink Diamond, Maurice Lucas. Look at Maurice here, 6'9", 7'1 wingspan. Doesn't have hot spots from anywhere around the arc. That's a letdown. For a guy with a lower 3 ball, I think it's a 70. Hot spots are super important. So the lack of hot spots, as well as the fact as he doesn't come with any shooting badges, definitely hurts him. But the one thing I like about Maurice Lucas when you compare him to a guy like Paul Silas is the fact that Maurice Lucas can get the catch and shoots. He can get the corner specialist, and that makes a world of difference. You look at the finishing badges, does come with back down punch on Hall of Fame, but the pick and roller is a nice badge, as well as, you know, you can give him some other badges. But the main thing for Maurice, if I'm you guys, first of all, badging him out on defense and then applying catch and shoot and corner specialist. But just look at the defensive badges: clamps, defensive leader, heart crusher, intimidator, post block down Tyler Defender, and Trapper, all on Hall of Fame with a ton of other gold defensive badges. You look at his defense, 83 speed, 88 lateral quickness. Name a better defensive player in the game. I mean, there are some maybe, but at the power forward position, you could even play him at center if you want to. Maurice Lucas is so tough. And honestly, maybe I should start playing him at that center position. Maybe he's, in my opinion, if you play him at center, compare him to Bill Russell. I mean, that's honestly who you can compare him to. He's Bill Russell with the opportunity to have a 3-ball. You look at Bill Russell compared to Maurice Lucas, and honestly, give a heavy edge to Maurice Lucas by a large amount. So that's kind of what I'm looking at. Maybe I should start trying Maurice Lucas, running him at center, and just experiment with it. But look at the tendencies, 95 driving dunk tendencies, great defensive tendencies, 6 jump shot 12, the Draymond release, some pro dribble 6 as well. Honestly, Maurice Lucas is very solid. If I ever do decide to badge him out, I might try running him at that center position and just using him. He doesn't even have to be my primary screen setter. He can sit in the corner, and I promise you, if you give him catch and shoot and corner specialist, he will be absolutely knocked down. Coming in at number 7 is a guy that I honestly was super high on when he came out, but I just never really put it together with this Pink Diamond Kevin Garnett card. 6'11", 7'2" wingspan. Doesn't have any hot spots from 3, but anything inside is everywhere is hot. You know, 77 3-ball, 80 standing dunk, 85 driving dunk. Can't really handle the ball. 79 speed as well as an 80 lateral quickness. You look at the defense on this KG card, and I wish I could tell you he felt better than he does on defense. I've played with the card, and still I just feel like the animations he gets aren't as good as he should get with the defensive badges that he has. Does come with the gold catch and shoot, can get range, can get, you know, hot zone hunter, some stuff like that. But a badge like hot zone hunter is not going to do KG any good from the 3-point line. Has some good finishing badges, has some good defensive badges, has great stats all the way around. Tendency wise, 90 driving dunk tendency, decent enough defensive tendencies. I don't know what it is about Kevin Garnett, but I just don't like the card. I don't mind his release, I don't mind his stats, badges, but it's just the way he feels on the court. I wish I could put him higher just from like the eye test and using KG and trying to get used to him. He just couldn't quite do it all for me. That is why he comes in at number 7 on my top 10 power forward list. Now these next 3 guys can all be interchangeable for me, because when I first made this list, Anthony Davis was at number 4, and then I changed it to put Anthony Davis at number 6. Now, if we're talking next gen, I think that's where AD is number 4, and if we're talking current gen, I think that's where he's number 6. So depending on those types of things is where you really have to prioritize Anthony Davis. I think he's a lot better on next gen compared to current gen, especially with the other 2 guys we are going to talk about. But look at the AD, 6'10", 7'5" wingspan. I love his hot spots. Look at the hot spots from basically everywhere besides the 2 top of the key spots. 8 Hall of Fame badges, 19 on gold, 6 on silver, 12 on bronze. 79 3-balls, 95 standing dunk, 88 driving dunk, 79 speed with an 80 lateral quickness. Similar stats to this Kevin Garnett. The one thing I will say is the total amount of badges AD has, I think, gives him the slight edge over that Kevin Garnett card. Just look at the defense. Hall of Fame chase down artist, intimidated Tyler's defender, and bronze clamps. Now I wish his clamps could be upgraded. The fact that he has bronze clamps and bronze range extender and they can be upgraded definitely hurts his value just a little bit, but still, even with bronze range, bronze clamps, with his defensive stats, you're not going to notice it. The 95 interior that you guys see here is absolutely ridiculous on this Anthony Davis card. And I've used Anthony Davis current gen, next gen, and let me tell you, his release is absolutely knocked down on next gen. It's good on current gen, but it's just not nearly as consistent. 90 driving dunk tendency as well as this 95 contest shot tendency, and I don't know if the contest shot tendency is what makes him feel better on defense than Kevin Garnett. But I feel like AD's interior defense is just so much more elite than Kevin Garnett's. Has an AD type release, which I don't mind at all normal dribble 6, but let me tell you, next gen with the bronze range extender, hot zones from everywhere, it's not a problem. Now on current gen, obviously it's a lot tougher to green consistently with the card. Whether you're next gen, current gen, either way, Anthony Davis is still super solid. I can't put Anthony Davis over Tim Duncan when Tim Duncan is who I run over Anthony Davis, if that makes sense to you guys. Because I still run this Tim Duncan to this day. 6'11", 7'2" wingspan, 5 Hall of Famers, 25 gold badges, 1 on silver, 3 on bronze. The reason is 93 ball. An absolute sharpshooter, especially when you get his release down. I feel like his release is a lot better on current gen. and a lot quicker. It feel like it load up next gen. It just takes a little bit longer. But an 80 driving dunk, 92 interior, decent lateral quickness, a 75 lateral quickness, 66 speed. That is super low. And that's stuff that Anthony Davis is going to be doing better on the perimeter as far as guarding pick and rolls and stuff like that. Anthony Davis is obviously going to be a lot better. But look at Tim Duncan's shooting badges. The Hall of Fame catch and shoot. You upgrade his range extender, give him green machine, dead eye, flexible release, whatever you need. He can become a top shooter in the game with that Hall of Fame catch and shoot. Then you give him interceptor, maybe some other defensive badges, and he can fill out on the defensive end as well. Tendency wise, 90 driving dunk tendency, 92 contest shot, 99 block shot tendency. Now I will say Tim Duncan, I think my Tim Duncan has Hall of Fame rim protector on him, and as well as like some other badges. So my Tim Duncan's obviously different, but just his defensive animations is absolutely ridiculous. Tim Duncan release, like I said, compared to last year, I feel like it's a lot better. And it's a lot more usable this year, especially on current gen. I know I'm saying current gen next gen a lot, but there is a huge difference. It's basically two separate games, all basic 666. On current gen, give me Tim Duncan one step ahead of AD. On next gen, give me AD one step ahead of Tim Duncan. Coming in at number 4 on my list is Diamond Draymond Green, and I like Draymond Green, but I can't put him any higher than this. I physically can't. 6'7", 7'1" wingspan, hotspots from 4 out of 5 places around the arc. 86 3-ball, decent enough ball handle, driving, dunk, speed, and lateral quickness. Now, the one thing I will say is, what does Draymond Green give you over Anthony Davis? That's the big thing for me. I get he's got great defensive badges, great badges as a whole, maybe a better release, but it's hard to put him. I have him over Anthony Davis. I truly do. But if you're talking specifically next gen, it's hard to make that comparison. Current gen, I'll still take Draymond Green because he has probably a top easiest release to Green in the game. 6'7", 7'1" wingspan. But when you look at the card, look at his badges. Silver catch and shoot, green machine, but he can get range extender, can get the flexible release, hot zone hunter, stuff like that. The Hall of Fame Dimer is a super great badge as well. Then look at his defense. If you badge him up on the defensive end, he is so complete. Defensive leader, intimidator, post move, lockdown, tireless defender. As well as you know, he's gonna have gold clamps, interceptor. You put everything on him, and he is going to be so complete. You add the quick first step, and in the pick and pop game, Draymond Green is such a headache to try to defend. So I'm super high still on Draymond, but when you compare him to the other guys I have on the list, I just can't put him any higher than number 4. Coming in at number 3 is a guy I'm higher on personally than a lot of guys in the community, in Peak Diamond Josh Smith. 6'9", 7-foot wingspan, 7 Hall of Famers, 30 gold badges. And the thing I love about Josh Smith is not his 3-ball, it's his defense. 87 speed, 87 lateral quickness. Just look at his defensive badges. We'll get to that though. 79 3-ball with the Elgin Baylor Brook Lopez base, I think is what it is. 96 driving dunk, 86 ball handle, which his speed with ball is a little bit better. The Hall of Fame Showtime is incredible. Gold catch and shoot, flex release, volume shooter. Now I wish he did. I don't think he comes with corner specialist. Yeah, he doesn't come with corner specialist, and you can't apply that badge. That hurts him just quite a bit. But still, the catch and shoot is a must-have. Comes with gold quick first step, Hall of Fame intimidator, pogo stick, and tireless defender, as well as a ton of gold defensive badges. You can put, the moving trucks, the lightning reflexes, the box rebound chasers on him as well to make him that much better as far as just an interior defender and a better rebounder. And that's the one thing. His rebounding is not super high, but if you give him those badges, he is going to be just fine. Tendency-wise, 100 driving dunk tendency, as well as you look at the contest shot is a 99, block shot 88 or 80. So he's going to get those crazy defensive animations as well. Brook Lopez release a upper 82, which is kind of weird. I don't love his release. And that's the only downfall to this Josh Smith card. But I love this Josh Smith card. I don't even have him on my account. But to say Draymond Green is better than this card, you're definitely pushing your limits. The top 2 players were super clear cut for me. Obviously Zion at number 2, and you guys will know obviously when we get to number 1, but Zion is a clear cut number 2 above the rest. You can't compare a Josh Smith to Zion Williamson. You can't compare Draymond Green to Zion Williamson. If somebody tries comparing them, please send them my way, because that is just absolutely ridiculous. Zion's got hot spots from 4 out of 5 places around the perimeter. He's got an incredible release on current gen. Now, if you want to compare players on next gen and talk about, let's say an Anthony Davis potentially for your playstyle being better than Zion, possibly. Okay, I can maybe see that because Zion's release on next gen is still, it is bad. Okay, it is bad. But on current gen specifically, Zion's got a 93 3-ball, a 97 driving dunk, 88 speed ball, 86 ball handle, 92 speed acceleration, 96 vertical, as well as an 87 lateral quickness, 82 interior, 82 perimeter. So if you want to play him at power forward, you can. If you want to play him at small forward, you can as well. Shooting wise, Hall of Fame catch and shoot corner specialist, tireless shooter, and volume shooter. Does come with Hall of Fame showtime as well. Defensively, very, very complete. Now, obviously, he is missing some badges that you do need to apply to him. Deadeye, you know, the pick dodger, Heart Crusher, Interceptor, Intimidator. Those types of badges are ones that Zion definitely can use. But still, look at the total badges that he has already. You're looking at 40 badges, and then you can apply 5. So he's looking at 45 total badges maxed out. And even on next gen, with a not very good release, give me Zion Williamson at number 2. My list would not change. Zion still would be number 2 for me personally. 100 driving dunk tendency. Defensive tendencies aren't that great, but still, he gets bumpy on the defensive end. Like I said, jump shot 29 on current gen is absolutely knocked down. I love it. On next gen, we all know Zion's load up is absolutely, it's terrible. Pro dribble 6 as well, so he can move and groove a little bit on the offensive end. He's not going to be that primary ball handler, but in the pick and pop action or just as a stand-up cone as a small forward, Zion is top tier. No doubt about it, coming in at number 1 on my top 10 power forward list is Blake Griffin. It's not even close. Hot spots from everywhere, 6'10", 6'11 wingspan. Whether you play him at power forward or center, it doesn't matter. 89 3 ball, 98 driving dunk, 83 ball handle, 77 speed ball, 85 speed, 72 lateral quickness. Finishing badges are absolutely crazy. Defensively comes with a lot of badges. Now, clamps, intimidator, those are the badges he definitely needs. You probably need to put, you know, the range extender on him, the deadeye possibly. So he does need some badges, but when you fully badge out this Blake Griffin, count the total badges, man. He's got 50 badges, hot spots from everywhere. It's a different release than Draymond, but basically a quicker version of Draymond's release. Absolutely ridiculous how good this Blake Griffin is. 100 driving dunk tendency, 86 contest shot tendency. There's nothing more to say. By far and away, it's not even close. Blake Griffin is the top power forward in the game by a mile. It's not even close. If you want to debate anybody else compared to Blake Griffin, it is going to be very, very hard to do so. Alright, that is going to wrap it up for my top 10 power forward video for today. I hope you guys did enjoy it. Remember, I tried describing current gen and next gen, so if you have any thoughts on any of the players specific to current gen or next gen, comment that down below. If I missed out on anybody, let me know, because a lot of our opinions are probably different. So if you have a player that you think should have made the list that didn't make the list, let me know who I missed out on, guys. Drop a like on the video, subscribe if you are new, and as always, man, I love you guys, and have a blessed day.